I hope you're having a great summer.
Happy Wednesday to you all.
Yes. So I have to give you an update on my garden because I was starting to get a little nervous. I had no Armenian cucumbers, and I only had one English cucumber, which I ate, and it was delicious. And I would have shared if we had more, okay? So I did not see any new Armenian cucumbers growing at all. And then one day I went out there and I started digging around underneath the leaves and I found two. And they were really tiny, like this big. Well, I'm very excited to show you guys.
Woo! It's a giant smile.
Yeah, it is. Yay! This one is the Armenian cucumber. And it's very light colored, like we said. It's got the ridges. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick the other one that's still in the garden, and I'm going to make a sunamono, which is a cucumber salad.
Yummy, yummy,
Her and I
yummy.
love those from the sushi restaurants
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
Japanese restaurants, yeah.
Yes, and what I also noticed about my pumpkins was that I have 3 Cinderella pumpkins growing, and I posted some pictures so you guys can go to our Girl Talkin' Shenanigans podcast on Instagram to see those pictures. But I had no jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. And I was kind of getting nervous, kind of like I was when I didn't see any Armenian cucumbers growing. But I started searching underneath the leaves about 2 weeks ago, and I found this little tiny green pumpkin starting.
Oh my gosh, you're like, yay!
Yes, because the other ones, the Cinderella pumpkins, when they started growing, they were yellow. Now they're getting really orange, like a deep orange color. And so what I noticed was, because, you know, I planted the 2 jack-o'-lantern and the 2 Cinderella pumpkin plants right next to each other. So I couldn't tell what was growing in those pictures, you know, down
Yeah, because
the
the
back.
leaves are like that.
They're
you know,
so
like
big.
Elephant ears, yeah. So you
Exactly.
have to really go and look.
Yes. So what I noticed was that the big dark green leaves that are very round belong to the Cinderella pumpkin. Because when I noticed that the little green pumpkin started growing, it was on a different vine with a different color leaf, which I now realize is more of a lighter green, star-shaped pumpkin leaf with little white patches on it.
Wow.
So anyhow, now the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin is about this big, and it is light green with dark green stripes on it. So I don't know if it's going to stay green or if it's going to turn orange.
I'm sure it will. Yeah, then I don't think it'll stay green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Just
I've
like a
seen
tomato.
Well, yes, that's true. But I've seen so many different colors pumpkins, like at Bishop Pumpkin Farm.
Those are more like you're right, green and white and all those different colors. But I think they're called like heirloom pumpkins, just like heirloom tomatoes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're
they're
different,
kind of a
and they're
special
more
breed.
of a gourd.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, because they do look kind of gourdy.
Yes.
And sometimes they got all those knobbies
Kind of
on them.
gourdy. Yeah, they look like they got warts on them and stuff. I know.
Exactly.
I know. Yeah, they're gourds actually.
Interesting.
Different gourds. Well, I've had a challenge in my garden
Oh.
because for some odd reason I feel the same way. It's like I wanted to do tomatoes and you wanted to do cucumbers so we could share with each other. Well, I don't have enough to share because I've literally gotten, I think, 4 tomatoes on the very bottom of my plants. And my plants are, you know, tall.
Right.
It's not like they didn't grow. They totally grew. They had all the flowers on them. And then for some reason, the ones on the bottom, I got tomatoes when the flowers fell off. But then all the ones up top, no tomatoes.
Wow.
And I'm so upset because I will say the one on the end is a cherry tomato. It's those ones that have the vine.
Yeah.
And there's like, you know, 6 tomatoes on each vine.
Yes.
And they're little, and I have a lot of those, I will say.
Oh,
they're
that's
all, doing well. But my regular tomatoes are just not. And I've eaten 4 and I have 1 more.
Wow.
And there are no green tomatoes left to ripen.
And so you and I had talked about this last time that we were talking about our garden because I noticed that there are a ton of wasps.
Yes.
There are a couple of those big black bumblebees. But I've not seen any like
regular
honeybees.
honeybees.
Yeah.
Me
and
either.
I think that it's just they're not getting fertilized.
I think so.
Because you saw how many flowers I have. I mean, even the pumpkin flowers, they're massive. And I think there are such a lack of honeybees. I don't think they're getting pollinated. because none of the flowers are turning into cucumbers, pumpkins, or whatever.
They're just dying.
And I think you're having that same problem.
So I did tell my sister about it. I just went to Idaho and visited with my sister for about 10 days. So we haven't seen each other in quite some time. Yeah. And anyway, I was telling her my problem because she has bees, though. They have clover on their yard.
Oh.
So you get those dandelions, the white little thing.
Oh, with the little flowers.
Yeah, the flower.
Yeah.
They have a ton of bees.
Wow.
So, like we were saying, we don't think they're getting pollinated, right? She said that you're supposed to take a Q-tip and just go in the Q-tip in the flower, go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one. Of course, I haven't done it yet.
Well, that seems like a lot of work.
And it's been too hot here.
It is really hot.
I'm like, yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm not into the pollinating myself.
Yes, I want nature to do that.
Yeah.
Isn't nature supposed to just do its thing?
No, because her garden's like booming.
Wow.
Yeah, she has this really pretty garden, and well, she has a large area because they live on an acre lot, right?
Wow,
so
yeah.
then her husband, built these raised beds. So she literally has just, kind of like your friend, has just everything, all the different vegetables and stuff. So it's pretty cool, to have all that.
Well,
so.
and two, it makes you wonder, like, how you can go to Home Depot and buy a bag of ladybugs.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you could buy honeybees somewhere to, like, help pollinate your garden.
Mm-hmm. I never thought of that because I think they'll fly away. But I've done the ladybugs before.
And do the ladybugs eat the bugs, or do they help pollinate?
No, they eat the bugs.
Okay.
They eat like aphids and stuff like that. But I did do that one years ago. I did that one time. And they did, but then they fly away too.
Yeah.
So I didn't keep them all in.
Yeah.
But no, you're not allowed to leave,
Put little humming devices on them.
I know you're next door.
Yes. Get home.
You're cheating on me.
Yes. Come home now.
That's right. What would we do for a homegrown tomato?
I know. I just thought, like, this is nature. Like, how did they do this years ago? Like,
exactly.
You should be able
because
to
if I had to put my money on my tomatoes, like this was my summer job or something, well, we're going to be freaking starving.
Yeah, we're going to be starving and broke.
Because there's no vegetable cart.
No. I'm going to have you over for
She might have a few pumpkins, though.
Yeah, I will. I mean, at least right now I've got 4 pumpkins.
Yes.
And like I said, I was hoping that there would be so many that all the kids in my family could just come to Auntie Marilyn's pumpkin patch and pick whichever one they wanted.
Well, like I told you, when I did it, I only got 2 that year, so at least you're doubled what I got that time.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, yeah. I don't know why. It's just the vines are so huge and the leaves are so big and the flowers are massive. And then you only get a few pumpkins.
Yeah, it just feels so like
massive.
Grand.
Massive,
yeah. So I'm just thinking like things are going to just start growing and I'm not going to be able to keep up with it. And I'm like, okay, it's not doing very much.
I know.
So should we jump into today's topic?
Yeah, we're going to jump right in.
Let's do it. Okay, so you know me, I'm always researching things and looking on the internet and trying to find really interesting facts and stuff. Mm-hmm. And what I stumbled upon was something really funny. Yeah. And I told Cynthia, let's talk about it because I have a lot of my own that I want to add to this.
Yes, she does.
It's the top 5 things that feel illegal, but they aren't. And I totally relate to this because there are so many times I'm doing something and I feel like I'm doing something wrong out in public and that someone's going to think I'm stealing when really I'm not.
Right.
So we compared notes on this and we thought, let's just talk about these 5 things and the things that her and I come up with.
Yeah.
And then give you guys just a good little laugh and go, hey, I do the same
right,
thing.
And that's kind of what we were thinking. It's like we want to know, does everybody feel that way?
Yes,
or is it us? Or, is it everybody?
Totally,
so,
If you guys want to, please comment. Let us know if, you can relate to any of these that were the top 5 that I found on the internet.
Yes.
But I've also come up with my top 8 that weren't on that list.
Yeah, and hers are better.
Well, and honestly, I feel like mine are, really real. Because when her and I started reviewing this funny list, we realized, the ones that they said were the top 5 don't really feel illegal. They almost feel more ashamed
or embarrassed.
Yes, not so much illegal.
Right.
But we're going to read them to you guys anyways. Yeah. And so you can just laugh along with us, relate, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, leaving a store without buying anything.
Oh, yeah. You do.
Totally.
Especially if you're in a grocery store.
Yes. Because,
you should go to a grocery store to buy something, right?
Yes.
For sure.
Well, and 2, I I buy my lip liner at Walmart. And also Walgreens and CVS. But if I've already done my grocery shopping, but forgot to get lip liner, I go all the way into Walmart, go to the makeup department to look for my brand of lip liner.
Yeah.
And if they don't have it, I walk out the store with nothing in my hand.
Yeah.
And I feel so weird. And my purse isn't even that big. It's not like I have a big,
backpack on
Louis Vuitton, tote bag or anything. Not that I even have a Louis Vuitton.
Me either.
I just know those are the big purses that are really pretty. But yes, a backpack, and I walk out the door and I'm kind of like trying to get eye contact with somebody.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, like I didn't buy anything.
Right.
Which always feels so awkward.
But it does. I totally get it.
Okay, the other thing, this is another top 5 I found on the internet. Using the bathroom without buying anything at a fast food restaurant or a cafe.
I totally can relate to this one.
Totally.
Yes, because many times, especially if you're on a long trip.
Yes.
And you got to go to the bathroom. And you see a McDonald's, you got the rest stop coming up, and there's a McDonald's over there.
Yes.
Yeah, you walk in, and I can't do it.
Me neither.
I got to buy a Coke.
Yeah.
Because I feel so guilty.
Yes.
Using their toilet paper. Their soap and
yes.
It's like I can't be like this, person that just. I'd feel like a homeless person.
Yeah, I would too.
Like going in there using their facilities.
Yes.
And not buying. So I will go in and buy Coke.
Yep, I do the same thing.
Do you?
Yep.
You buy a drink or something?
Yep, I'll buy iced tea Coke. Sometimes I'll get, if we're at McDonald's, I'll get a soft serve. I love their vanilla soft serve.
Yeah, or some French fries.
Yeah. So that totally relates to that one.
Yes.
So this one I thought was interesting. And this is one of the top 5. And it didn't really make sense to me. Peeling a price tag sticker off of an item, like a product, before you buy it. I would never peel it off in the store because I feel like that would be like ruining their price tag.
Yeah.
Or defacing their item for sale.
Yes. And I have heard, and this is different than this, because I have heard where people would switch price tags.
Oh.
So,
to be dishonest.
Yes, to be dishonest. And that's why I think so many of these stores have made price tags so hard to come off.
Yes, because they're sliced in a bunch of sections.
And you're literally peeling
triangles
sections.
and little corners.
Right.
Yes,
I think that's why they've done that. Because they would
Interesting.
switch. But what's the purpose of peeling off a price tag and then taking it up there and then there's no code for them to scan? So how do they...
Well, here's how I interpreted that one. Is that, for example, like at TJ Maxx, when you go, let's say you're buying like a makeup bag, and it was clearance.
Yeah.
So there's the white sticker, but then they put the red one over it. Like, I am always curious. Like, I'll look at the red sticker and I'll be like, oh, it's $10.
Right.
That's a great deal. But when I get home after I've already bought it, I'm like, I'm so curious what this was before. And typically it's only $2 or $3 more.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm saving $10.
Right.
Yeah. But I'll do that at home. So I'm thinking,
too.
Are people so curious that they know they're going to buy it?
Yeah.
The clearance sticker says $10.
Right.
Are they so curious before they even get home that they're looking
that
underneath
they're peeling
it?
the clearance off to see what it was?
Yes.
To see if, are they getting a savings? Like if it says $9.99 and underneath it said $9.49.
Oh, right. Like just 50 cents or something.
Like, okay, well, that's not worth it.
Okay,
that's the only thing I can think of.
That might be it.
But I would never do that.
No, I wouldn't. And I also, too, like, if I feel like that item is worth $10 and I peel it off and it was only a 50-cent, discount, I'm not going to not get it.
Buy it.
Yeah, because if I want it and I need it and I feel like $10 is a good deal, I'm going to get it no matter what.
Me too.
But I kind of feel like it's like, gives me something to look forward to when I get home. Because as soon as I get home,
really hard to get that. So you're
not
careful. The top of the white one off.
Yes, because I am curious what it was.
Yep.
We must be really bored or something. Like that gives us something to look forward to.
Like I can't wait to get home and see what it really was.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, so one of the other top 5 was hitting decline when handed an iPad tip screen.
Oh gosh, I think we can all relate to this one.
Yes, because I want to say that I feel like the biggest culprit are yogurt shops. Frozen yogurt shops.
Yeah.
And we are frozen yogurt freaks in our family. Now, It's gotten so expensive. Like, when we fill up our container, it's like $9. And I'm like, I could get like a half a gallon of ice cream.
Oh, you could get two.
Yeah, two. Yeah. And I was going to say, like, eat on that for like 5 days, right?
Exactly.
So we don't go to frozen yogurt as much as we used to. Yeah. But when I take the cup out of the stack and I go to the wall and I'm serving myself, and I go to the toppings. I go to the other wall and I'm scooping all my own toppings, and then it pops up on the iPad. Do I want to tip? Like, what am I tipping for?
Exactly.
I've done all the work. Yes. But I tell you what, every time I hit 0, I feel guilty.
I know. And I do too. And there's times where I see and it goes 10, 18, 20, 22.
Yes.
Right? But I will say sometimes and I'm trying to think, because I don't get frozen yogurt that much. I'm trying to think. There was a place I went to. I just can't think of where it was, but I remember thinking kind of the same thing. Like, you have done nothing.
Exactly.
You know, I did everything. Why do you need a tip? Yeah. But for me to hit 0 or decline, I would just feel horrible.
I do.
So I hit 10%.
I do. I do feel horrible. Now, what going back
to hit the lowest, you know?
Yeah. Like, too bad they don't have 5,
I know, right? I think they do have other.
Oh, they do.
And I should do other and then do like $1 or
I don't think I even noticed it says other.
Yeah.
Well, like we were saying when we started the top 5 list, is that the list is the top 5 things that feel illegal but aren't.
Yes.
But declining on an iPad for a tip, it doesn't feel illegal.
No, it just feels embarrassing.
It feels, it feels cheap and embarrassing. Yes.
Right? Definitely feels
I'm
like
only,
you're cheap.
Right? I'm only throwing that out there because my top 8 list feels illegal. Okay? So I feel like somebody went wrong there, with this list. But it was funny. It made me laugh when I was reading them, and it got me thinking.
It does get your brain going.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like this so often. But you don't realize it until you're like thinking about it.
It's brought up. Yeah.
Exactly. The other one was using someone's driveway to turn around. And I totally relate to this one.
That's true.
Right?
Because you feel like you're invading their space.
Yes, trespassing. And now everybody has a Ring camera. Or they've got the cameras on the garage. And so they're thinking, why is this black Jetta pulling in my driveway? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not trespassing. Like, I just need to do like a 3-point turn to get out of your tiny little street. Like, I'll be out of here in a minute.
Or like you're pulling up and they've got a big window in the front and someone's looking out the window and you're thinking in your head like, no, you don't know me.
Yeah.
But I'm not your friend.
Yeah, don't get out.
I'm just trying. Yeah, don't come to the door. I'm pulling out. I'm just trying to make a turn.
Yeah. Don't come out. Don't waste your time. I'm just using your driveway to back out, go the other direction.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why don't we just get to my top 8 list? Because I literally think that mine are more the title. Because the title says things that feel illegal but aren't.
Right.
And as we mentioned, some of those felt like more like embarrassed or ashamed or whatever. Mine are literally like you're doing something illegal. So anyhow, the first one, taking a sample from Costco when you know you're not planning to purchase the product.
And we all do that.
Yes!
Because you might be hungry.
Yes. No, I have heard people say they go to Costco with their kids on the weekend.
Stomach's growling.
Yeah, because they feed the kids all the samples.
Yeah, how many times you see like a family there and all the parents are handing it all to the kids.
All the chicken tenders.
Then you got to sit there and wait for the reboot, because now they're all gone.
They got to fill them back up again. Well, this leads me, thank you, that was a great segue, because it leads me to part 2 of my number 1, which is when you're standing there in a line with a bunch of families taking all the samples, and you finally get up there to get one, and then you know that your husband is there at Costco with you, but he's in maybe an aisle over and maybe in another department.
Yeah.
So instead of making him wait in line to try this delicious thing that you want to try, you just grab 2. And if they look at you sideways, you're kind of like, I promise they're both not for me. Like I'm getting one for my husband, and then they're looking at you
they're like, sure, lady.
Yeah, right, lady.
We heard it all.
Exactly. You're just trying to steal more.
You just want 2. Just say it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I promise. No, I don't want to. I mean, sometimes I'm not even sure I can eat it because it has garlic or onion.
Yeah, or it's disgusting. I've literally tasted something before and I wanted spit it out in front of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
You're
but you
like,
have to
"This
wait
is
for the
bad."
next garbage can.
Yeah, because you've already walked away.
Or you're putting it in your napkin. Yeah.
Yes. I always try to get a napkin
Yeah.
for that reason.
But yeah, that does feel weird.
Yeah, it totally, like,
Because
always,
you're not going to buy it.
yeah.
We
in
need
your
to
mind.
say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying it, but we're not buying this.
Yes.
And you've just fed your family and you didn't buy it. You know, you need
Yes.
to feel a little guilty.
But I'm like, does anybody else feel guilty?
Right.
Like, especially when they're giving 1 to like 5 kids in a cart.
I know, right?
Like you said, and then they don't plan on buying it.
Yeah.
But I imagine that some people just don't feel bad, but I
Yeah,
do.
You're right.
I feel
and
like
I would too. Yeah.
I'm stealing.
I do
okay?
too, because I know I'm not getting it.
Right. Okay. Then number 2, when you go to the grocery store and you want to sample a grape or sample a cherry before you buy the whole bag,
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm stealing.
Well, theoretically you are.
Yes.
Because you're eating a grape.
And you're not paying for a grape.
Exactly, because when they weigh that grape bunch, that one grape's gone.
Right.
Because you ate it, right?
That is true. And I
Yeah.
don't do it very often, especially if I know if a grocery store has really good grapes typically.
But you never know.
But you don't, because then you
it's
pay.
always a different,
batch.
A different batch
Could be a
coming
different
in.
grower.
Yeah.
Right? And now you've paid $7 or $8 for a basket of, or a bag of
Uh-huh.
grapes that you don't like, or cherries.
And I have done that one too many times. And I have actually read about this where they really say that it's really bad to do that because of the pesticides that are on the grapes or cherries or whatever.
Because you haven't washed it.
They have not been washed. So
Yeah.
I literally kind of discreetly pop a grape and I rub it and rub it on my pants
I've
or
done
my
that.
shirt.
Because they feel kind of waxy.
You
they
know,
got like a little.
trying to get as much off. I mean, I don't know if it really does.
I
or
know.
not,
We're
but
like slowly poisoning ourselves.
I know, but oh well. It's like I have bought way too many grapes that I get them home and the whole batch is just bleh,
Yeah.
like no flavor.
Totally.
Yeah, and
yeah.
then it's like I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna eat a pesticide grape.
Slowly.
Because I'm
torture
cheap.
myself.
Yeah, because I'm cheap.
I totally. No, I validate you on that one. Leaving a store with your receipt and your product, but you don't have it in a bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like, in my mind, I don't need a bag. I just bought one lip liner or whatever I bought. Just give me the receipt. I don't need a bag. I want to save the planet. But instead, I feel like a thief.
You do. I have gone to the grocery store and went to the self-checkout line, right?
Yes.
And I bought like 1 or 2 items. Well, I don't need a bag because,
Yes.
here in California, they charge you for a bag here.
Yeah,
So it's 10
10
cents. Well, I don't need it, So, and then, of course, I forgot my reusable bag again. I always
Yes.
forget. So, I literally will be walking out of the store with my items and the receipt, like,
Yes.
on top.
Waving.
I feel guilty that someone thinks I'm ripping those off.
Yes.
But I'm walking out of the store just holding these items.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I shop
I
at
do.
Walmart a lot, and there's always a person sitting on a stool at the exit.
Yes.
So they want to just take a peek at your receipt, kind of like they do at Costco.
Mhm.
And I will see people in front of me, and they've got their cart loaded up with their groceries.
Yeah.
And they'll just walk right out.
Right.
They won't even get eye contact with the sweet man or lady that's sitting in the bench. And I know that they're there to, for like, quality control or whatever.
Yes.
But like these people have no regard. Like they're like, forget you. I want to
I'm
leave.
just going. Okay.
Yeah, and I always feel like, how do you get to do that?
Huh.
Like, I don't know. And the people aren't supposed to stop you. They're not supposed to stop you.
They're
even
not
if
going to
they saw
tackle you because
steal
they haven't
something.
seen your receipt. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I always feel like I want to be very honest and not try to be deceitful.
Yeah, me too.
And not like sneak out, because I think if I snuck out without showing them the receipt, they would think I was stealing.
Exactly. Especially without the bag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4, parking in a parking spot that used to be a handicap spot. So they tried to grind down all that blue paint so it's not very prevalent, but you can still see it, and the sign is missing up above on the wall of the store or on the pole. There's nothing there no more. But I knew that at one point it was a blue spot for a handicap parking spot.
And
I
it's up front, too.
Yes.
It's always up front, and it just happened to me. I literally had just, when I was up in Reno a couple months ago, we went to a restaurant. Well, it was a casino, but the restaurant was in the casino. And as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, my girlfriend says, "Oh, look at that one right up front, right there," and I'm like, "Oh wait, isn't that handicapped though?" Because you could see like the blue paint that was like trying to be scraped off.
Like they tried to grind it or sand it.
Yeah, and there was no sign, but the whole parking lot was packed.
Yes.
But that was open.
Yes, that feels even more scary because the parking lot is packed.
So I'm like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Oh yeah, it used to be. You can tell." So I pulled in and I parked, and I kept thinking, "Gosh, I hope this isn't a real, one." And when we got out of the car, there was a guy who parked further down, and he came around and he goes, "Boy, you got a good one." And so I wonder if he had passed it, thinking that it was a handicap. Because I honestly did too, and I was scared to park in there.
Yes, no, I do too.
Yeah.
I still feel nervous, even though I am sure it's no longer a handicapped parking space. I still feel like I'm going to get a ticket.
I did. The whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I kept thinking to myself, "God, I hope that wasn't a handicap."
Serious, because those are expensive.
I know,
I mean, sometimes you and I have gone places like, Nevada City or whatever, and we're places, like worried that we're going to get a parking ticket. Yeah. But that's like $12.
That has happened before.
Yes.
We've gotten parking tickets before.
Yes, totally we have. We're little rebels.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, number 5. Walking into a fitting room when there's no attendant. Mm-hmm. And sometimes there's even a sign that will say, go ahead, like 10 maximum or whatever. Mm-hmm. But just because there wasn't an attendant that gave me a number that saw I only have 10 items and that I'm going to leave with 10 items, I feel like I'm stealing.
You feel guilty.
Yes.
Because it's like when you're walking back out, there's nobody to say, "See, here's all the stuff."
Yes.
First of all, you don't, like you said, you don't have a number tag.
Yeah.
So nobody knows how much you brought in anyway.
Exactly.
You don't have anything to bring back out but the items.
Exactly.
So who knows? And, but I guess maybe they just feel you'll get beeped going out the store. Because everything is tagged now with the tags. So that's the only thing I can think of. But I get what you're saying. I totally feel guilty.
Yeah.
I feel guilty.
Well, and too, because, we always say we love TJ Maxx. Mm-hmm. So not everything at TJ Maxx has a sensor on it.
Yeah.
It has to be over a particular amount, or if you buy something that's like more designer, where it's a little more higher priced.
That's
it's got
the purple tag.
Yes, the purple tag, yes. And so the sensor is on those. But like if you're trying on something that's maybe only like $12.99 and it doesn't have a sensor.
I never noticed that.
Oh,
I never really noticed that something below a certain price didn't have a sensor on it.
Exactly.
So they just figured, what the heck? The sensor wasn't worth putting on something.
I know, maybe they don't have enough.
$15 or something.
Maybe they don't have enough to put on everything.
I never noticed that before.
Yes, well, and then too, I feel like, are they going to wonder if I have like 3 changes of clothes underneath my dress or something?
Well, that's the thing.
Because I could just keep layering up.
Layer. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we're not trying to tell you how to do it.
Yeah, we're giving you tips on how to do illegal things.
Oh, gosh.
Right? Okay, number 6. Now, you and I are very familiar with this one. Mm-hmm. It's taking lotion samples from those really aggressive but very annoying but very complimentary sales associates that stand outside of the fancy lotion and wrinkle cream store where they're like, "Here!" And they're like, "You're so beautiful. I love your hair. I love your dress." They're like sucking you in and you're like, "Thank you for the compliments, but no, I don't want it." Because I know I'm not going to buy something from their store.
So what's the illegal part then? Do you feel illegal if you do take it?
Yes.
Knowing that you're not going to buy their stuff?
Yes. That's why I tell them no. Because I'm having fun with my friends. We're on vacation. This always seems to happen more when we're in Las Vegas. At like the fashion mall and stuff like that. Yeah. And so I feel guilty. So I'll say, no, because I'm not going to buy anything. And they're like, "Take it anyways." And I don't want to.
Or they walk inside. Haven't you seen them where they walk inside? Wait. And they walk inside and they'll say, "I've got something for you, especially for you." And they walk because they want you to go inside.
Yes, because remember you told me that. You're like, don't go inside. Don't go inside.
They'll corral you in there.
Yes.
Because my friend Susie did that. Her and Scott, we were in Las Vegas. And they went. I'm like, "No, don't go in." They went. They walked out with a bag. $300 later.
Oh my gosh.
I said, "I told you so."
Oh Lord. No wonder you were telling me, don't go in.
Because it does work.
Yes.
When you have those wrinkles under here and you put that stuff underneath, well, first of all, you can't have makeup on because I did that once in Hawaii.
Yes.
Well, I looked like a idiot the rest of the day.
Yes.
Because my foundation was gone from this eye because they had put it on this
Yes.
eye. And it does work. Your wrinkles are completely gone for about 30 minutes.
Oh.
And then they all come back, and not only that, your skin feels weird and tight with that gunk on. It's like
I never
hard
knew.
thing. Yeah. It does work for, like, I guess, maybe I shouldn't say 30 minutes, because I know Scott and Susie said they have used it, like, on an occasion.
Yes, because they use it on the Grammy and the
getting
Oscar
dressed
Awards.
up,
Yes.
Yeah, and you're going out, so you can use it for an evening, I guess I
Yes.
should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is that when I went in the store, you were like, no, don't go in the
No.
store. And then the girl was like, I just want to try this on you. Let me just show you what a miracle this stuff is,
It
right?
does. It works.
Yeah. And then, but I was all makeuped up for the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
So then she goes, I'm just going to put a little bit right here under your eye. And I'm like, no.
No.
Because I know, like, my makeup is very matte. And if we put any lotion on it, now it's breaking down.
Oh my God, mine was horrible. Like for the rest of
I
the
am
day.
so sorry.
I mean, I literally this whole side. I know what? I don't carry my stuff with me. Yeah, we were
Yes.
leaving. We were at that Hawaiian Village in Oahu.
Oh,
and when you're
wow.
walking out, there's all these like shops.
Yeah.
And one of them was that.
I am
Oh my
so
gosh.
sorry. That is terrible. Because now you got all these, like,
Because I didn't even think about
vacation
that
pictures.
my foundation was going to be all messed up.
Yes.
That for the rest of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do it.
No, don't do it.
Plus, they suck you in.
Yeah, and they're so nice. Like I said,
Yeah.
they're so complimentary. They're going to look at everything on you and then be like, oh, I love your eyes. Oh,
Yeah.
I love your
I love
blouse.
your necklace.
I love your
I
nails.
love your nails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like always something. And you're just like, tell me more.
Yeah.
And they just kind of like put you in a trance and you're just like, before you know it,
Yeah.
you're sitting in the chair.
And they're dabbing you. And
Yes.
oh my God, your wrinkles are gone.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Number 7. Keeping the incorrect drink at Starbucks. Now, this happens a lot for me because my drink is so specialized. And sometimes I forget to say 2 pumps of chocolate in my mocha, or I forget to say decaf. And then I take a sip and I'm like, this is delicious. It must not be decaf because it's got full caffeine and
Oh,
always
you can
tastes
tell
better.
the difference from that?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It tastes so much better with caffeine.
Oh, and that's interesting too. Because I put, I think, so much stuff in my coffee, like cream and sugar,
Yes.
that I can't tell the difference between decaf and regular coffee.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not a,
Well, and
I'm a fake coffee drinker. Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, because I'm so used to what the decaf tastes like,
Okay.
that as soon as they don't give me decaf, I take a sip. I'm like, oh, that's so good. I want
Because I know you do half cap a lot.
Well,
So what does that taste like?
So half cap is harder, but recently I switched back to decaf.
Oh, okay. you
Because
did. Okay.
honestly, I only switched to the half cap when I had the concussion from that car accident and I was falling
and
asleep.
working
at
and
work.
you were trying to stay awake at work
Yes.
and stuff. That's right.
So honestly, I
Okay.
should have weaned myself off the half cap like 3 years ago when I got laid off. But I never want to inflict a headache on myself.
Yeah.
Because for about a week or 2 after I stopped drinking any caffeine, whether
Yeah.
it's half cap or whatever, I get a headache.
Okay.
So I decided that when I realized that my blood pressure was a little bit high from the stress that I'm going through, that I really probably shouldn't be caffeinating myself at
Sure,
all if my
sure.
heart was already,
Already pumping.
yeah, already going. And I'm not tired because I'm not working and I get to sleep in. So anyhow, I weaned myself off of that. So
Okay. Oh,
so
good for you.
thank you. So now I'm caffeine free again. But the other thing is too, when I forget to say 2 pumps of chocolate and they hand me my mocha, you know this one. It
Yeah.
is dark brown.
Yeah, it
because
is.
my mochas with only 2 pumps
They're
look like a
they're
latte.
they're light brown. Mine
Yeah.
look like dark chocolate, and hers looks like milk chocolate.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. Because it is way too chocolatey to get
Yeah.
the 6 pumps in
Not
my
me.
mocha.
No,
So I
it's
always
not.
right. And I know Steve does the same thing.
I
Steve will
love
get
my chocolate.
yes, Steve will get a mocha from Starbucks and then put Splenda in it, and I'm
Oh,
just like, you're
no.
killing me. That is already so
No, I can't do
sweet.
that. I will say no Splenda in my mochas.
right. It's so
Wow.
sweet.
That's
So
crazy.
every time they mess up my drink and I take a sip or they hand it to me and I see it's dark brown,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say 2 pumps of chocolate, and I can totally tell this has all 6.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, well, do you just want to keep it? I'm going to make you a new one. And I'm like, well, then I'll pay for the new one. And she's like, don't worry about it. Just take that one and we'll make you a new one.
Even though it was your mistake, huh?
Yes, even when it's my mistake.
That's pretty good.
So then I leave. I've got 2 mochas, and especially when it's the dark chocolate looking, I don't take a sip of it.
Yeah.
So then I would go to the office and I would be like, does anybody want a full chocolate mocha? Because I didn't need to taste it to see it was wrong.
Yes.
I just could tell by looking at how dark brown it was.
Oh my God.
But like I said, I feel guilty because it was my mistake.
Right.
They give me both of them and I've only paid for one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that totally brings us to a main subject of
Yes.
that.
Okay, so this is something that Cynthia and I had totally talked about randomly.
Yeah.
Just about maybe a month ago, because I realized that these desk trays that I ordered for my bathroom drawers were way too tiny. And I asked Steve if he would return them.
Yeah.
So he tried to do the Amazon return, and it gave him a refund and told him to keep them.
Yep.
So we still have this whole container of drawer organizers, which I've actually been using, but they weren't good enough for my bathroom drawer because I needed bigger ones.
Using them for a different thing.
Yeah, I used them on the kitchen.
Right.
But then when I was telling you that these are sitting out because I was going to try to return them, but we didn't have to send them back, you told me you had the same experience.
Yeah, and I guess that was the first time you had experienced it. And then just recently, I'd say a couple months ago, was the first time me and my husband John had experienced. He had bought a little desk fan to put in his office at home, and when he put it on and turned it on, he's like, oh my God, this thing is so loud, like, you know?
Yes, and
he's like, I can't even hear it when I'm talking on the phone.
Oh, no.
You know, and he's like, no, this
That
will
won't
not work, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, well, that's about, and then I thought maybe I could use it in my bathroom. Well, no, that thing was so loud, then I couldn't hear my music, or, you know, if I was listening to a podcast or something. I'm like, yeah, you're right. This thing, you know, no.
Terrible.
We're going to package this up, and I'm taking this back to Amazon.
Yeah.
So when you go hop back on, and it said, well, we don't want the item back, and here's your money. I'm like, what?
Yes.
That has never happened to us before.
Totally.
And we're like, we get the money and we get the
product?
little thing. Well, we threw it away.
Oh, you did because nobody would. I mean, I think like you could sell it on eBay,
or I might have gave it. I might have gave it away.
Shelf.
To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have given it away, but we weren't going to use it because of that.
It was too loud.
But that was our first experience of keep it. You know, we'll get you something else if you want something else or whatever. But
right.
We just thought that was awesome.
I loved it. I loved it. So to recap, number 8 on my things that feel illegal list, it's trying to return something to Amazon and they tell you to keep it.
Yeah.
It feels illegal. Because I feel like I'm supposed to give you back your product.
Yeah, I feel like we're stealing it.
Exactly. So I did a deep dive and I wanted to know, like, how do stores make money if they keep telling you to keep the product?
Right.
And this opened up a whole world of information.
It did.
That I thought, let's just talk about that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't have to send it back to Amazon, or there's others, Chewy, Target, and Walmart are starting to do this too.
Same thing, yeah.
Because it's this whole retail strategy. It cuts down shipping costs. They don't have to pay to have it restocked or to dispose it. They don't have to re-inspect the item you're returning or repackage it to resell or send it to the warehouse.
So all that has been eliminated.
Yes.
For an item that maybe we paid $12.99 for.
Exactly.
They paid probably $1 for.
Right.
So it's going to cost them $8.50 to do all those items.
Yes.
Keep it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's so much stuff they have to do.
And
they got to pay those people.
Exactly. And it's like, I didn't think of it that way until, you know.
Yeah, me either. Until they broke it down for us.
Yes, because then you're like, this totally makes sense.
Yeah.
They're not really losing money by letting us keep it. They're saving money by letting us keep it, right? And then that whole psyche thing where it's like, I feel like, oh my gosh, that was so nice of them.
That was the best customer service I've ever received,
exactly.
Right? I'm totally going to order only on Amazon, you know?
Yes, because I know they're going to be so fair and they're going to be so kind and giving and generous.
Yeah, and
for sure.
And that you are a satisfied customer at the end.
Exactly.
And you're a happy customer. Because seriously, when somebody says keep it and here's your money though.
Yeah.
You've got a smile on your face.
Exactly.
You know?
Because sometimes you might be like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But, like, in the back of your mind, you're like, I'll give it to my mom. I'll give it to my sister.
Still a score.
Yes, it's still a score. And so also, too, what they said, it builds a low-risk purchase factor in people's mind. So they're thinking, okay, you know, let's say, for example, you wanted to order, I don't know, let's just say a fan, you know, now that summertime. Okay, so you're going to order this big fan to put outside when you're having family functions. Well, maybe you don't want to buy it over Amazon because what if you don't like it? What if it's too loud? What if it doesn't blow very well?
Right.
And then you're thinking, I'm not going to buy it because then I'm going to have to ship it back.
Right.
And it's too big.
Such a hassle. Yeah.
Right? So then you may not buy it. So it also said that it creates a low risk mentality for shoppers if they know there's a possibility they may not even have to ship it back if they don't want to keep it.
Right. And actually, too, it did say also, not only, you know, inexpensive, because of course, if it's expensive, of course they're going to have you ship it back. You know, these are for like inexpensive, but it was inexpensive and bulky items.
Yes.
So I think something that is just going to cost them so much to send back and repackage and redo, that also just makes you want to order some bulky stuff.
I know, right?
That would be illegal.
No, that would definitely feel illegal, for sure. Yes, because what we're trying to do is not feel like we're ripping something off.
Exactly.
You know?
But I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
You know, inexpensive and bulky items.
Yes, it makes sense. Well, I recently heard somebody talking about how they ordered a couch from Wayfair.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to ship the couch back. Because online it looked like it was a darker green.
Right.
When it came, it was like a mint green.
Oh, yeah.
And they called Wayfair and said, we don't want this couch. The color was wrong on the website.
Right.
Or the picture made it look darker than it was or whatever. And then Wayfair said, just keep it. So there was a playroom for the kids. They stuck it up there and got to keep the couch and then ordered it in a totally different color.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So that totally falls in with the bulky items.
Totally. Yeah.
I know, right?
Wow.
I know. I'd forgotten about that until we were just talking about it. When you said bulky, I'm like,
that's crazy.
I just heard a story about Wayfair.
I mean, I wonder how you would ship that back.
I know. Like, call a truck.
Because I know, like, when my friend ordered, because that happened to her, she ordered a couch, and she knew the color of it because it's the same. Remember the kind of the turquoise couch I have, the leather?
Oh, yeah.
Couch I have. Well, she just loved it in my house when I bought it, and she goes, "Oh, I want to order one for my my living room." So she had gone to, I think it was RC Willey, gone there, and she had ordered it, and they delivered it to her. Well, when she got it in her room, in her living room, the wall color, it just clashed.
Oh,
it looked terrible in there.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, they had to come back. They came back and picked it up.
Well, RC Willey is very expensive.
Okay, well,
and they're local, right?
Yeah, that's true, too, huh?
Yeah.
Wayfair, I don't even know where Wayfair is.
They're probably like in Indiana or something like that.
I thought you were going to say India.
Oh, it could be. I was just thinking in the USA,
I know, right?
It might be out of the country. You're totally right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We don't know where they come from.
No, but yeah, wow. Well, this has just been eye-opening.
Yeah.
Like, this whole, like, return thing is, apparently, more stores are going to start doing it.
Yeah.
And
which is, I think, good.
Yes.
Right? I think it's good customer service. I think it's good for the consumer.
Yes.
I think it's easier for the consumer, and I think it'll make online shopping even better.
Yeah,
than it already is.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So, we hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Little tidbits.
I know, right? Oh my gosh. I honestly love top 5 lists, just like I love, like, startling statistics. So, anyways, we hope we've made you guys laugh. And we hope you can relate to all these silly things, and we just hope you guys are having a super great day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.